Всем привет, с вами Андрей, и мы продолжаем проходить войну. Смерть в шелковых чулках. Посмотрим.
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
Cherry pie
Поехали опять на место преступления. Опять убита девушка. Все как обычно в отделе убийств.
You have the address?
It's the alley off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah, it means they can pop in to hit.
Just go easy, Phelps.
Yeah, it means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
All units, officer detail, 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory's Cafe, 391 Broadway. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Не хочу я. Блин.
Goddamn drag racers!
А блин, я проскочил. Я проскочил поворот. Место преступления.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Carruthers, Pinker.
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
Опять девушка.
I need to get back to it, Phelps.
The lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force.
Да. Блин.
The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered.
Yeah. We know the MO. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
Kiss the blood, BD.
Целуй кровь. Жесть. Публичная библиотека.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card?
Never the same.
Did he want us to find it? Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails.
Жесть.
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
Phelps, you'll want to come and take a look at this.
Следы крови.
I'm not kidding, Phelps. Come see. Now.
May as well follow the trail.
Какой же ты тугодум, Фелпс.
Antonia. Huh. Same as the library card.
Антония. Так, след идет вон туда. Пошли по следу. Чифтека. Блин.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
Значит, он перетащил тело туда. Получается. А тут ее убил. Или он сам намазал. Но зачем? Пошли туда.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
Это ничего необычного.
House keys strung up like bait on a hook.
Да, преступник явно хочет
Think he's trying to lead us
навести
somewhere?
нас
Probably all the way
на
to City
какой-то
Hall, that
след.
brazen son of a bitch.
Оставляет нам улики. Так, тут ничего нет необычного. И тут. Так, давайте, что было. Так, посмотрим, интуиция у нас есть. Блин, нету. Я помню, что я тут очень долго возился.
On it goes.
Так, ну блин, я больше улик. Во. Странно обгорелая шляпа. Очень странно. И загадочно. Так, обычные сигареты. Так, бутылки это нам не нужно. Так, мы здесь еще не нашли то, что нужно. То, что указывает хотя бы на след девушки.
Never the same, are they?
А мы не можем узнать адрес этой Антонии. Ну-ка, погодите. Так.
Olive oil comes from olives. Where does baby oil come from?
Алло, письмо.
It's got to be a code or a cipher.
Точное число. Может, наверх
Where
подняться?
are you taking us?
Давай. Голубятню. Ничего необычного. Ну-ка, тут что ли есть? Какая-то бумага.
Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us?
Письма нет.
Clearly wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
There you go, Phelps. You got a new MO. I told you it wasn't our guy.
Or he might just be getting more confident.
Так, не, это уже было. Не, отсюда мы вроде спустились. А с другой стороны, он еще пятна крови.
Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
Так, а ты что нашел? Ну, погодь.
Trail points up.
Нас туда ведут. Наверх. Полезли наверх.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
Да я тоже не понимаю, что это значит. Семочка.
Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
Да, это у нас есть адрес. Что мы уже все нашли? Что, правда? Ну ладно.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Квартиру.
It was Mrs.
Поехали
Maldonado,
на
right?
ее
That's
квартиру.
affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting those.
I'm sure.
Квартира Антонии.
Him, the cop in the newsroom.
Wait just a moment. I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPente, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's his wife.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone. Antonia's room is upstairs, last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am.
I'm sorry, but if you're done, I have a house to clean.
Надо просить. Ну ладно, не надо, так не надо. Мне же легче.
Look at that. Someone's turned the place over.
О, разбитое окно.
A smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
Да, и пруд.
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
Не, обратно.
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
Странно. Так, все. На балконе ничего нету.
Charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Да, странно. Вместе с Макдональдом. Так. То есть она хотела что-то отсудить у мужа. Так, это, погоди, а улики он добавил?
Okay, we have an address.
Да, он вот сейчас добавил. Так, ну тут больше ничего нету. Надо допросить эту старушку.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, Detective. I'll do my best.
возможные подозреваемые.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife that served me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
Она улыбается, моргает.
She ever bring anyone else home?
No, she did not. What kind of place do you think I'm running here?
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
Взгляд опустила. Ай, что-то скрывает. Да ё-моё.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof. Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar. She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar. It's a Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
Следы взлома.
You've had a break-in?
No! That can't be true.
Прошу прощения. У меня зазвонил телефон, секундочку.
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
Так что...
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Дорожит она своей репутацией. Ой, ладно.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
Так. А что мы нашли на месте преступления? Браслет, погоди. Она чуть сказала, что не было, погоди. Да. Что ж ты мне врешь, бабка?
What about her bracelet?
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
We can either front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right at it, or we can check out the Eldorado one.
Ну вот это вот, расследование, я хотя бы понимаю, где люди лжут, а где говорят правду. Так, поехали.
A nosy old hag? Ah! And I thought I was coming on strong with the ex-wise line.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
God damn it, ain't that the truth?
You don't think it's strange that all these murders are happening to girls who've been out drinking?
No, no. A broad drinks, she gets a bit tight, she starts mouthing off. This leads to that, and she ends up in an alleyway. It's a sad story, but this town's seen it play out 1,000 times, Cole.
Why don't you want to see a connection here?
Because there are perfectly good real-life suspects for every one of these murders. We don't need to go looking for the monster under the bed.
Почему я поехал в бар? Мне нужна больше информации.
No big deal. After a while, you just numb yourself to the experience.
But Angel, he's a young Latino man. It would hurt his sense of who he is. He'd see himself as a failure. A woman taking control over his life?
Then she fronts him and he snaps. Works for me. That makes Angel a killer as well as a piece of shit. Stop, just ahead.
Приехали. Бар Эльдорадо.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah. Me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. So what did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
Did you cover my shift on Wednesday? I have an audition.
3 blondes walk into a bar. You'd think one of them would have seen it.
Да, это же мы читали. А как сегодня просить?
You want a tip? Refill my coffee next time, honey.
Или там надо что-то нажать.
Divorce papers? Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was gonna show him.
Так, ну все. Пропавшее украшение.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Но он точно врет про то, что она ушла. Так, он сказал, что у него был медальон. Да.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was going to serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
Ну, мне кажется, что он правду говорит, но не знаю. Он моргает часто.
So you let a 21-year-old girl who was stone drunk just walk off into the night?
I'm sorry about what happened, I really am. But I pour drinks. I don't claim to have the answers to everyone's problems.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have white feet.
Say, honey, what time did you get off waiting table? A waitress. Can I have another spoon? My eggs were running.
Так, у него 43-й. Почему нет времени? Не отметилось как ну сделано.
You cover my shift on Wednesday? I have an audition.
You want a tip? Refill my copy next time, honey.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
You drove me up to Mojave.
Не работает.
Sir, do you work here?
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just Pick Fruit Market across the street.
Fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. The Mexicans love a little slice with their tequila.
Fine, thanks.
Так.
You're gonna see your married man again.
Так, он пошел уже в машину. Да, в баре все сделано. В баре теперь можно...
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed?
На рынок. Давайте на рынок. Тут недалеко, блин. Тут недалеко можно было без загрузки доехать.
Shut. Great. We'll need to come back later, Phelps. Maybe somebody here saw Antonia the night she died.
Блин, закрыто.
I think his name is Phelps. I read about him in the paper.
He'll never find out. I'm gonna get good and tight come Friday.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
Квартиру.
How about we drop in on the husband instead? See if your gut is right.
I'll take a bar over a husband every day of the week.
Центральное полицейское управление. На картинке было. Квартира Мальдонадо. Так, где же Мальдонадо живет?
Maldonado is in apartment 304.
304. 304.
No.
Так, 304 на третьем этаже. Да Фелпс, ну блин. Это еда из-под лестницы. Так вот, поднимаемся.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Hey, what the fuck?
LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
Сзади. Эх ты гад.
I got 100 pounds of watch.
What do you think?
I got nothing.
Да, загрузки. Вот так вот. Фелпс. Ой, давай. Ты какой-то слабенький. Блин. 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 Давай ты захват делай. Фу.
Damn. They got some decent shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, goddammit! You think I could kill my own wife? We should get the whole place going over, then talk to the neighbors.
Так, надо смотреть.
And Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
Свежие продукты.
Just picked fruit market. I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
Dorado.
The El Dorado must be a family favorite.
El Dorado. Кровь.
This will take some explaining.
Окровавленная рубашка.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. He's got no alibi, he's toast.
I doubt it.
Так сомнительно. Так, тут ничего нету. Так и тут ничего нету. Блин, ну я не поверю, что тут только окровавленная рубашка. И как его они показываются. Ну, нельзя проверить, сколько улик осталось. Надо соседей опросить.
Sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids.
LAPD, were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
Hello.
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
I kept thinking you were going to call that one a nosy old hag too, Phelps. Well executed.
Значит, он не вернулся.
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbar.
What do you want?
LAPD. We're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
То есть все говорят, что они на всю улицу это ругаются, орут. Так а тут ничего нельзя. Не осмотреть ничего. Ну ладно, пойдем. А нет, погоди. Тут есть это... Позвонить.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Messages for me, please.
Message from Captain Donnelly, Detective. Your presence is requested urgently at Central Station. A new letter from the Dahlia killer has been found.
Thanks.
Задача вернуться в центральное полицейское управление.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
Давай на рынок сначала. Может, он открылся.
We go to Washington now.
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
Hey, there's such a thing as soap, you know?
Блин, все закрыто.
Get this morning's edition hot off the press.
Может, как-то сзади можно. Нет. Ну, поехали в отделение полиции.
5 years from now, all our jobs will be done by robots.
Hey, isn't it the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
I want to make homicide. You know you made it.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
Don't need this?
Hey, don't mind me.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all the fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and type from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
Wrinkled was not one of the things I wanted to be when I grew up.
Так, секунду.
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
Так.
That's why we called you in.
You think it's original?
Мне позвонили.
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley? Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what does it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Да не расколется не он это. Я думаю, что не он не такой дурак.
Hey, don't mind me.
What are we waiting for?
Головой. Допросил бы ты его.
Did you read about the woman who stabbed her husband and pushed him in front of the car? I forgot the car.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her. Don't you walk away from me now, asshole!
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
Так давайте изучим улики. Фотография браслета. Так. Официальные документы о разводе между жертвой и ее мужем. Медальон, который обычно носила жертва. Окровавленная рубашка.
Quit staring at me like that.
Так, а можно подробнее? Где мы нашли его? Алиби мужа. Соседка заявила. Соседка мисс Ранда заявила, что Анхель гнался за Антониной, когда она вышла из дома. Так.
Don't you walk away from me now, asshole!
Теперь поговорим.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
Ты за ней гнался. Как она заходила ненадолго.
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right, but she went out and I went out after her. She jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford Coupe.
Коричневый Ford Coupe.
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
Ну, нет.
Looks like somebody broke into her room and stole her things there too. Why'd you do it, Angel?
What the hell are you talking about? I was home with Hippolito.
Процедура развода.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
Как же вы разводиться не собирались? Вон на документы.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far and you lashed out.
I told you, I wouldn't accept a divorce.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
41.
Don't you walk away from me now, asshole!
41. Какой мы нашли след? Нет обувь.
Don't you walk away from me now, asshole!
I gave his wife a cat. I said all fair and public for.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
Ну глупо предъявлять ему окровавленную рубашку, воротник, рукав. Сомнения.
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something, or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Ippolito, he said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Orange Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
Ну мы пока молодцы.
Help me out.
So, the fruit market was the last stop off Antonia made. Let's go.
Пошли.
My wife is so dumb. She stares at orange juice for hours. Well, it's okay.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
Куда на рынок, куда?
What's your read on Maldonado?
I still like him for it. Seriously, that line about the guy at the fruit market making eyes at his woman? Believe. We'll get to the market and the guy behind the counter will tell us he saw Angel drag his old lady off into the night. This case will be shut like all the others.
Я сомневаюсь, что он убил. Вот честно. Это значит, тут ее увидели в последний раз.
For that universal chorus line. Are you working Friday night? We should go out afterwards.
Sir, Wait, you look familiar.
Hey, from the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
Зачем ты мне врешь?
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She hadn't been back until last night.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Ну тут он, я не знаю, он улыбается. Как-то странно.
Something bad happened to her, Clem. And so far we have her husband as a
Это было
suspect,
правда.
and you. Give us something that will make us go away.
Me? You think it was me? Do I look like a violent man?
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh.
Are you working Friday night? We should go out afterwards.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
Так, а комбинация у нас есть. Так, у реки. Да, ё-моё. Два, пять, три, 2, 5, 3. Два. Опять два. 5. Пять. 3.
I got a call back for that universal chorus line.
Damn, man. И что? И зачем это было?
Cut someone who was already dead.
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. Like they've seen it during the war. This fruit skull punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off. Clem!
Отстегать. Сейчас в вагоне будет.
God damn it, get after him, Cole! I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Стреляй.
We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do. The fruit guy's getting away, Phelps.
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
Блин, сбился. Черт. Плохо.
This fruit skull punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off. Clem!
Беги.
God damn it, get after him, Cole! I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
The fruit guy's getting away, Phelps. We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy. Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do. Now who's about to get picked?
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect. You can't come back to Donnelly empty-handed.
Да уйдите вы с дороги. Это я вижу. Сейчас догоним.
Come on, Phelps, wrap it up so we can raid this BOGO's loot supply.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Все хорошо.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
Да, ему понравилась наша работа. И, конечно же, бухло. Конечно. Правильные вопросы. 9 из 13 найдено улик. Все улики найдены. О, 4 звезды. Прекрасно, прекрасно. Что ж, ребята, будем на этом заканчивать. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Поставьте лайк и подпишитесь на канал. Всем удачи и всем пока. Пока, ребят.